Morning, everyone. My name is Meier, and I am going to be your new building principal. I want you to know that I am very excited to be working with all of you this year and that I am here to assist you in any way that I possibly can. So, that being said, let me begin by telling you a little bit about myself. I am 49 years old and I'm a kid at heart. I love competition, playing sports, board games, video games, etc. Anything that's competitive, I love doing it. I also enjoy things like fishing, hunting, boating, listening to music, watching movies, going to sporting events, um, and spending time with my family. My wife Dorothy and I recently celebrated 28 years of marriage. Um, and over the years, watching her teach kindergarten has been an inspiration. After all, anyone who can put up with 20 kindergartners all day and come home and put up with me is simply amazing. Now, through that 28 years, my wife and I have raised two sons and a daughter who have all become teachers as well. And our daughter has blessed us with two wonderful grandchildren, one of which is going to be going to kindergarten this year and going through the expiration of education um, this very year. And so we're excited about that. And who knows, he may even go on to become a third generation of teachers in our family. So if you can't tell, education is in our blood. And so let me kind of continue by telling you about my educational beliefs and instructional philosophies. My principal mission is to provide a safe, respectful environment for our students and our staff that provides students with the experiences that enable them to develop the knowledge, the skills, and the values to become responsible, successful citizens. And to do this, I have five core beliefs that we must follow. First, we must always put the needs of our students first. Everything we do is to benefit our students in some way or another. And it's critical that we don't lose focus of this idea. By asking ourselves, is this what is best for our kids? We can avoid making the choices that may not put students' needs first. Um, the second belief I have is that we must establish positive relationships among everyone involved in the educational process. And that includes students, staff, and parents. All the changes in the world mean absolutely nothing if we're not working together towards the same goal or have not built up trust with one another. In order to build trust and make good decisions, I believe it's essential that we develop strong leadership teams. And so my third belief is that we must work together to develop those strong leadership teams with individuals that are capable of taking action. These teams will strengthen our leadership, they'll improve teaching and improve learning. The team will work not only to benefit students, but will also provide for meaningful collaboration and enable teachers to grow and improve. As always, one of my favorite sayings is teamwork makes the dream work. And so that goes right in line with that belief. And the fourth belief that I have is that building leaders are here to serve others. And I will, as principal, do my best to provide all of you with the support that you need, whether it be emotional support, physical support, or development, or even helping to provide you with the tools that are necessary for you to be successful. We have a one-to-one laptop initiative here, and that's a good start for technology, but there's so many more things that we can be doing, and that's where I come in, and I can assist you and try to make sure that you have any other tools that you need to be successful, at least as far as what we can do and accomplish anyway. Um, my final belief is that we must be lifelong learners who can continuously seek new learning opportunities, not only for our students, but for ourselves as educators. And education is always evolving and changing. We all know that. And it's vital that we continue to work to improve our educational skills, whether it be through observation and data collection, or experimentation, or reading books, taking educational courses, working with a leadership coach, being part of the leadership team, or just learning through self-reflection. But we need to be lifelong learners. That's critical in the education business. And when you fully engage in learning, you're going to experience the thrill of improvement and the taste of those successes brings with it. Now, I'd like to touch on a few of the instructional views that I may have. So, as educators, I've found that how we teach is every bit as important as what we teach. If we do not teach the materials in a way that's engaging to our students, they're not going to learn. Our world is always changing, and we have to adapt to our students. They are technologically advanced much further than we were 40 and 50 years ago when we were in school. And they know so much more. And so engaging them and keeping them engaged is more difficult. But that's why we have to continually work to improve ourselves and to educate ourselves on practices that are more beneficial and more useful to engage students, or they're not going to learn. And so that's a key belief in the curriculum process. I believe that technology is also changing, that we should adapt to use technology, no matter what that is, to help prepare students for the future and for how to use that technology in the future, because we know that they're going to be using these new technologies as they move forward. And so it's critical that we expose them to as much technology as we can, and not just expose them by saying, hey, we have a one-to-one laptop initiative. Here you go, here's a laptop. That doesn't really teach them anything. We need to utilize the tools that we have on these laptops. Teach them to use the different tools, and then we want to adapt to using more project-based assessments and more project-based learning so that students are able to utilize those skills that we have taught them and put them into action. So that goes into my final belief or final thing that I want to touch on with curriculum, is that I believe that we need to work towards more project-based learning that creates situations for students to apply what they've learned and developed, and gives them their own sense of self-learning and personal development. And using project-based assessments will give our students a greater understanding of the curriculum, as well as further develop their technological skills that they need for the future. So this is my goal for our building. It's that we will continue to develop more project-based learning opportunities for our students, and that we will incorporate student use of technology that will help them develop the skills they need to be successful. And I look forward to working with all of you to achieve this mission. I hope you will join me and support me as we work towards this goal. So let's make it a great year.